Oh yeah.
Yeah, being
Mom, reminder.
Mom,
actually,
busy.
you know what?
I would be doing the same
interview.
thing. I'd be doing the same.
Not right now.
Mom.
And I was like looking through all my old photos I have a picture with all you guys from the Bird Show.
Oh, Bird Show, yeah, man. We had a couple good shows there. 7 shows as well.
That was the tour. It was Seven Dust, you, and I think it was El Nino was on that, or at least the New Jersey date.
Yeah, we did a lot with El Nino as well, so it takes a minute for me to download it. Well, sometimes people come up to me at the show. Remember we had a Metallica shirt 13 years ago at this place, and
I knew you wouldn't remember me. I'm just
it
like
takes but sometimes because I hang out with merch all the time.
Right.
And so finally it'll just hit me like 30 minutes later. It'll come back. Some of them take longer, some are instant. But you meet a lot of people doing this.
That's cool.
You have a lot of shots with a lot of people doing this.
So it's been 13 years since that first album came out. How long have you guys actually been touring, been a band?
We've been a band since '96. Mike, Stevie, and myself. And then we got Dave shortly thereafter. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing it, the band and all that, of course, since '96.
18 years in.
Has it been that long?
That's 18.
Oh, my knee just cracked. Ow.
There's a shop right over there.
Yeah.
There's kids now getting into your shows.
Hey.
Kids just now getting into your shows that weren't even born when the first show happened.
I did, well, yeah. I've met some people that were like born when the record came out.
That's, yeah.
Well, some people that were 13 years old now they're 23. Okay. That's cool too.
I like that you're celebrating the 13th anniversary.
Yeah, a lot of bands traditionally put out best of records like every 10 years. I mean, most bands, it's almost like the norm. So it's not something we wanted to do, and we didn't feel like we're ready for a best of yet to at least get more records with Jason on it. So, but also in the same time we have all this old material with Dave Williams that's really cool that we never had an opportunity to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
And this band has had so many bad things happen to it. Just pretty much one of everything that's destroyed a lot of bands. Not everything, I'm not going to jinx ourselves, but we had a lot of crazy shit happen. And we're still here, so yeah, like the unlucky 13,
right?
Instead of
quite,
being
maybe.
Instead of 10 year, 15,
Well, you made it this long. I mean, to make it 13 years is pretty lucky in this industry, right?
Man. Definitely in this industry for sure. But and that's all the cool rock fans that still want to hang out with us.
Yeah, right on.
Appreciate them, man.
That,
like-minded people.
The re-release of that the first album is coming with the bonus disc.
Right.
All of that material was recorded at the same time as that first album?
No, that's a group of a few different demos that were recorded, some in 98, some in 99.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 3 different groups of stuff, one B-side song that we had, and then last but not least a song called Hero Sleeping, which is the last song we wrote.
Right.
Which is it's a pretty cool find because I know I heard that our last rehearsal was recorded through the soundboard, and I heard that it was on a cassette tape, but I'd never knew what the hell a cassette tape was. So, and I didn't remember finishing the whole song. We drink a lot of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
How'd you find it?
That's all we had. So I was going through a few months ago when we were putting together this anniversary, and all these old demos with Dave. I came across the tape and mixed in with my videotapes. Stuck it in there, and that's what it was, man. It was awesome. It was really awesome to find that.
Was that like the impetus for this re-release, or did you guys always have this planned?
Well, it kind of, again, was going to be a best of that morphed into an anniversary kind of situation.
But you're planning for the 13th year.
13th year. I mean, it just felt together like that. 13 demos, 13 year.
That's cool.
And honestly, I mean, that track's like the icing on the cake for it. That's a big track on it.
Yeah. Right
but it's fun too because there's like old versions of Bodies and Tear Away, and a few other songs that were on the center record. But there's also songs that we recorded, like 2 different old demo sessions of stuff that never made it to the record. That we had a couple songs we were going to put on the record, but we wrote a few extras in pre-production, and they got knocked off. So a lot of fans get to hear that. And for me, it was a lot of fun because I found our buddy J.D. Sims, who recorded us at his house, at old DAT tapes. And I got the DAT tapes. They were in the shed covered in mud and spider webs. I didn't think they were going to work. And so I got the tracks, dumped it in my Pro Tools, and just remixed the old demos. Because you know how it is when you get started, most bands stuff. You get in there, you set up in somebody's living room, you just jam out once or twice, and this is what you got, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't have any money at the time to do it. So the performances are all there. All fun and, off time, and try to learn how to play guitar still. But at least I got it to sound good, like everything's clean. You can hear all the instruments really well. might not be a good thing.
Well,
maybe I should have kept that stuff
that's
buried
actually-
in the mix.
that's
Why
it.
did I bring that up?
It's funny because that leads to my next question, because I was going to ask, 13 years, you learn a lot, and obviously 18 years that you guys have been together, you learn a lot in those 18 years. Now that you're going back, not only are you playing it, I mean, you're playing the whole album beginning to end, you're re-releasing it, doing all this promotion for it. Do you go and you listen to that and you play those old songs and kind of feel like, oh man, this sounds kind of cheesy now? Like, I was so young when I wrote that.
Nah, man, they still jam and
Yeah.
rock. I mean, I do more solos now, and I think, I've always tried to push myself to be a better guitar player.
Yeah.
So if anything, on the newer records, I'm blasting some leads. Around the old ones, I did more of the bendy note thing.
Yeah.
So for me, I get to lay back a little bit.
Oh, so when
I don't
you
need a cup of coffee tonight, man.
I was gonna
can probably
ask-
have that shot because I just have to do the bendy note.
so when you play it live, you play them. You don't try to update them or play
Every
around
now and
with them?
then we throw a little something in there flashy. But the thing that's fun with doing the whole center record is some of these songs, like the demos, like Sermon used to start a certain way on the demo CD portion.
Okay.
So I start the song like that, and we started like that, and then it goes into the center version. So a few of these songs have mixes of the old versions mixed with the new ones. So yes,
Right.
if you will, there's parts that are that nobody's ever heard before either. If you
Someone that's
Right.
seen
That's
you
cool.
for that
Yeah.
long, it's gonna
So
be
to a
pretty
lot of people, both this re-release and this tour is going to be new music.
Oh yeah, it's like kind of newer, but
Yeah.
older versions of the song.
Right, right.
And we always do stuff live. I mean, from night to night, we always goof off, and there's always like some kind of chaos, something blowing up or catching on fire or doing something weird. So within that, we just have fun with the set, and we have so many songs now. Besides doing the center stuff, like we can do whatever we want. Jason learn every song on every record. So a lot of nights we'll like just throw something in there or mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love doing that. It's like the Grateful Dead thing. We go out and just play. You didn't know what you're going to get every night. So if you came to our show night tonight, it's its own show.
So if
Anyway,
somebody was to
naturally.
follow the show to stop by
Yeah, if
stop
you
by
came
stop,
all
they're
the
getting a
time,
different show every night.
It's pretty different. Yeah.
That's
Did you ever
right.
think of maybe recording that way you can be like at the end of this tour go, here's all the Sinner songs plus.
Plus, yeah, it's the plus section that we get to change up a lot. We talked about bringing somebody out to videotape some of these shows. We still may do that before the end of the run. I have to give our buddy a call and see if he wants to come out and do that. Metal Mike thought it'd be good for it. We should tape this because this is kind of a one of a kind type of tour. We're not going to be doing this forever.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
for this anniversary, then we're going to go back in the studio as soon as possible and get another record out there.
Yeah, all of the reading I was doing leading up to this, that was the impression I kind of got, was that you guys kind of were doing like, hey, we're going to revisit, this was a great time, we love it, one last time we're going to revisit this and really give it some tribute, and then we're moving on and
Yeah,
getting
going on and
something
keep
better,
going forward.
or not quite better, but something updated.
And some stuff that's happened. We have tons of songs between all of us being songwriters. We have so much material for the next record. It's been a matter of what kind of record do we want it to sound like, heavier stuff, lighter stuff, because we have so much of these options. But for me on this run, which I was hoping would happen anyway, it naturally is happening, playing the old center songs every night and then just kind of being influenced by that style and the way I used to write.
Yeah.
15
Oh,
years
okay,
ago
yeah.
Has come back into how I write now. So it's fun because I think a lot of the tunes on the next round of records are going to be in the mix of old school, new school.
Right.
And new school being, evolving and trying to bring something new to the table.
So you kind of teased this whole conversation, new record, we're working on new material. When
It's
will...
more than done, but at this point, it's just everything now is icing on the cake. Anything we write now, it's just like.
So when are you thinking for a release?
We're hoping to go in March or April and put it out there in the universe, trying to make that happen and get out there, back on the road next summer.
Yeah, sweet. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the more recent tragic news about Wayne Static.
Yeah, man, it's brutal, man.
Yeah.
Not a good night that night.
I imagine, yeah. I mean, I know you guys...
That was one of the hardest shows I had to play, man.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be here last night. That was their
Yeah, and we're supposed to tour with them in January.
Yeah.
We already had a whole UK tour booked with Wayne, and he's doing the whole first Static.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
and that's that. I read just so much buzz on that going on, and like
That
people...
record
I mean,
and ours together,
Yeah.
it's a great package.
yeah,
you know?
what are, yeah.
So, yeah, it's upsetting, man. It's a buddy friend. I mean, we toured with them off and on throughout the years.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure especially you guys, Drowning Pool, can relate to this,
to
you know,
that
more so
situation.
than other people might be
it
able to,
stings,
you know.
pretty hard because we're in that situation. When somebody else has to go through it, it definitely stings you a little harder.
Sure. Have you found any of these guys? Have they reached out to you, or have you reached out to them?
Which guys?
Like any of those old Static X guys, or maybe any of the guys in this new band?
You know, we put stuff out there. You know, obviously social media, but we're on tour right now, so like, I'm going 100 miles an hour every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that's got to help, though, right?
There's been a lot of text back and forth with different people associated in a lot of different camps. Actually, that's another thing too that I always found really, you know, something positive out of a tragic situation is you wind up talking to, you know, a lot of your other band friends out there too.
Yeah,
everybody kind of comes together. It's really awesome to see that kind of support in situations like this.
Did you find it bringing out old emotions from, you know?
Oh yeah, dude, totally.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact my father passed away on that day.
Oh my gosh! On the same day as Wayne Static?
Or the last year.
Oh wow! Oh my goodness!
So it was a pretty big deal. It's like that's already in the back of your head, dude.
And it's just like
you hear this, and it's a friend. It's not, not, oh, that guy whose music. That's a friend. Yeah. Well.
Pretty hardcore, man.
From our Facebook page, at least, because I run the RockRadio, like all the stuff. It's like when I put up the Wayne Static thing, it was an immediate like. There was I didn't realize how much of an effect he had, and I think it's similar when I put up, like, I try to put up for every rock star, I don't care if it's John Lennon or Dimebag or whatever, when someone passes, we try to, you know, keep their memory alive. Like, when I put up Dave's, I'm like, everybody knows already. But when I put up Wayne's, it was like, you have to put it up, it's in the news, and it was just, everyone was drawn to it. It was very weird and good, I guess, at the same time. I mean, does that,
Wayne.
I still remember the show, man, Dave, so.
Oh, yeah. We had some good times, man. We still having good times.
Yeah, heck
in the immortal words of Dimebag, we keep on keeping on. Say that all the time.
That's, I mean, and to the point you were making earlier, you know, being so hectic in the tour, everything just constant, it's got to help at least kind of, you're not dwelling on these types of things, you're moving and moving and moving.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this keeps us busy, man. It's a 24/7 job.
Yeah.
The whole day set up, interview stuff, right?
Right.
Ready for the show, and then I hang out at the merch all night long, and, you know, I like to thank everybody for coming in.
The Sinner re-release doesn't happen till next week.
It comes out on the 11th.
The 11th, right?
So, and I can't wait for it to get out. And there's a track on there called Soul that's been getting some radio play as well, which is really cool because that's an old demo that didn't make it on the Center record. But I always thought it was a really cool song, very tearaway-ish kind of vibe to it, I think.
So when you were picking the songs, because you keep saying how some of these didn't make it, when you pick the songs, I guess, for Sinner or any record, is it because the song is too similar for you guys, or is it just the flow?
No, it's a whole process, man, between 4 different guys' opinions of each song, which are always completely different, you would think. Not always. We definitely come together, but I mean, you know, everybody has their own influences in the band.
Sure.
Where they come from. So that's mostly what it comes down to, like, agreeing on everybody's favorites, because we love them all.
Yeah.
It's not, there's never been one where it's like, I really hate that song as much. It's like, oh, that song probably needs a little bit more work. Let's leave it over here. Yeah. Where these sound like they're ready to go.
So on that second disc, is it mainly demos of songs that you guys already released, or is there a significant amount of new songs?
That's about, well, let's see. One part of it's 2 different parts, 2 different demos of stuff we haven't used. There's about 5 demos from the Center record. Okay. And good 5 or so that are before that never got used. Okay. And then there's a B-side song, Break You, and then there's a Hero Sleeping. Yeah.
So are you putting that stuff in the live set as well?
Some parts of it, yes.
Yeah, right on.
Like I said, we're doing different versions of a few songs. Sermon being one of them, where there's certain parts of the song where we use the demo version and certain parts from the Center, and we just kind of intertwine it. Cool. We still love it when Zeppelin would do that. They kind of go off on a freeform jam and take the song somewhere and come back into it. So.
Yeah. I mean, and especially after 13 years, you develop a certain following. There's people that are going to come see you every single time. Right. And it's great to be able to go see your band, and it's not the same version of the same song every single time.
Yeah, it's always.
You know,
it doesn't. Something wacky goes on. Sometimes my drummer just looks at me with his headlights thing, and we just like, oh, I guess we're going over here right now. All right, reel it back in.
I mean, every time I've seen you guys, you have been beyond tight. So, weaving this new stuff in, and even going on those musical explorations, does that still stay as tight, or is that supposed to be a little bit sloppier?
I think we've been tighter than ever before, just from the fact that we rehearse so much and then play every night. So it just becomes like automatic. I think your only enemy ever is just like the sound of a room. If it's like real booming, you can't really focus in on where the kick drum's hitting. You know, it's just natural. But no, I mean, you get to that point where you can finish each other's sentences. You've been together so long, you just know where everybody's going to be in part of the song, and it's nice being like that. It's nice to be comfortable within the song to where you can just enjoy. You don't have to worry about hitting this part where you just know where to go. You feel it more than just like the mechanical side.
Most of these songs, like you were saying, you've been playing for 15 years now, right?
Some of them, yes. But the other ones I haven't played since Dave, so that's cool too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
There's a lot of them.
So was it weird relearning those?
A little bit at first. I mean, it's again, I know I wrote those many years ago, but at the same time, I've written so many songs since then. I'm talking about the ones that haven't played in that long. But so I was like, oh, wow, why am I doing that? Like now, I wouldn't do that. I would do this.
Right.
But that's what I did. So I'm going there, and it's cool.
Oh, okay. So you still kept it to the original.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Okay. Wow, that's cool.
Or freeform every now and then. Sometimes I do it on purpose. Just mess with Mike. I throw something in there, or I do an upbeat thing, come back in. Little things like that, little nuances that.
Sure.
Somebody
with the ear for it would probably pick it up.
But
that's awesome. That's good. That's got to be fun, like just a little game you play with the crowd, right?
Yeah, you'll see tonight, man. We'll see what kind of crowd we have.
Do you enjoy when they do all that behind you? I guess.
Do what behind me?
Like adding to the song, mess around with it.
Oh man, I don't watch.
No, but I mean, does it ever mess with you up front?
I totally join in. I'm playing right along, So no, it doesn't mess with me at all.
I had to ask you a question. You've been sitting here, so
we are a band, truly. It's been what 2 years that I've been
2? That was 3.
Well, publicly 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
3 if you want to be super technical. So I mean, we're hitting our stride, and like you're saying, our live shows are tight, much tighter than when I was, first in the band. And there's lots of smiles, lots of free form. And
do you like playing the center stuff?
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the set.
Really?
Actually, yeah, because I think my natural vocal style is much closer to Dave's approach than Ryan or Jason's. Jason and Ryan are very similar.
So you guys obviously are playing more recent material with stuff that you did have part of the writing process and all of that.
Still doing a mix.
Not on this show.
No.
When I first joined, we were supporting Resilience, but on this tour, it's all about center. We were playing. It's a center
set.
We were celebrating.
Right.
Every sense of the word.
Right on.
The 13th anniversary of center.
How about a little sneak peek? What song do you guys have worked on and completed, and as far as it's gone, that you just cannot wait to sing live?
As far as a new song?
Yeah, something new that you're like that song.
Man,
that's the one I want to play live.
Long list, man.
Give me one song for people listening to this interview as a little teaser.
You think Choke is still going to call it Choke?
Choke is awesome. CJ wrote a song called Choke very recently that I did my thing over, and it's pretty cool. And then we worked together on a song called Drop that hopefully will end up somewhere. So.
Right on.
I appreciate the one-word songs because when I'm putting them up on the radio and I'm like, someone's sitting there.
It's getting kind of out of control, man. These names of these bands are really long.
And then the songs are like a sentence. It's like your song name could be 1 or 2 words, and everyone will remember.
We're going to hone it in.
You don't need to put the whole chorus in the song title.
Or Drop.
When you said that, there's a hardcore band that's got a name from their first EP. It's a song called Choke.
Oh yeah.
Vision of Disorder. It's about a minute and a half long, and it's just Tim screaming for like a minute and a half.
Screaming until he passes out from the altitude.
So Denver, have you guys partaken yet in the pleasantries we have here?
I don't get as hardcore as I used to in those kind of pleasantries, but
I have not.
Yeah, you have not, but are looking forward to it.
But
you guys leaving tonight?
That is terrifying.
Oh, you guys stay away? Oh man.
I like to watch. How about that?
You'll see a bunch tonight. It's
the first time. I have to say honestly, last night, I'm sure tonight it's going to be like this. This is the first time ever in my career. It's rock show. It's always, man, I'll buy a shot to get your shot. So it's always appreciated, but I can't do too many before a show. Got to play. So you kind of have to like dodge, maybe do one every now and then. But last night and tonight, like everybody, I'm smoking. I think I smoke. You want to smoke? Let's go smoke. If I smoke with everybody, dude, I'm going to float on that stage like Jimi Hendrix. Just poke holes in my speakers, man.
I use a
Not gonna
vape
happen,
pen.
dude.
Just 1 or 2 hits off a vape pen.
Yeah, those little pens are cool, man. Those little G pens and all.
Yeah.
We can talk about that here because it is all legal and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we first got signed in the beginning, I was like, woo, rock band, just do it all. But
The front of the bus does look a lot different from that
right?
Ozfest.
Oh yeah. We still party, man. We still have fun. I'm not saying that we're
Yeah, it's
going
a
to bed
more
reading a
refined
book.
party these
Yeah,
days.
it's
So.
a pick and choose. It's also they're conscious of like I have to get up tomorrow and do that shit.
Yeah. So what's your day? What are your guys' days like? I mean, it's a long day, 12-hour day, 14-hour day.
You got me rolling at noon, unload the trailer and set up, and it takes a while to dial in. You know, different. Every club's different. Every PA's different. So that's a good part of your day. I run the merch, so counting the merch, set up the merch, go through all that, do some accounting with that kind of stuff. There's always some kind of radio or some kind of cool interview in between all that. And once doors are open for me, I stay inside at the merch and just hang out with all the fans and watch all the bands play all the way up till we play till the show's over.
So every night you're catching.
So we're up till about 3, 4 sometimes before we leave.
Yeah.
So it's go. People don't see that side. I mean, I know, and they don't have to worry about that. They come in, have a couple drinks, and have a good time, and we're ready to go at the same time.
After 18 years, I'm sure you guys have gotten a little better at it, handling it and all that stuff.
You just know the remedies. You learn new remedies.
After 3 years, have you learned some of their remedies?
You know,
He doesn't get crazy.
I don't need remedies, man.
He's pretty straight, man, which is awesome.
I'm pretty laid back, man.
Just completely opposite of the last guys. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've learned some stuff, especially about how to sleep on the road, you know, and how to be safe and all that. But as far as like remedies, no.
Yeah.
I learned how to sleep on the road when the record company's like, go follow this band. We can't afford to put you on the bus. We'll pay for your cars, like tune up at the end of the tour. Backseat of a car in a trucker stop. Go to sleep with nobody around you. Wake up and you can't get out because you're boxed in by 18-wheelers.
Oh yeah.
You learn real quick how to sleep on the road.
Thank you very much, guys.
Oh yeah, hey, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
I'm glad we
appreciate
got
it, man.
everything
Nice to
worked out.
meet